Out here today with my Mosin Nagant. No expert on these things, but they're fairly common, still pretty cheap. I know, first off, gun is safe. I know these hexes are a little more sought after than round barrels. This means it's pre-war production. When the war started, they went to rounded receivers to cut time and cost. I don't know, get them out to the soldiers quicker. This one, I refinished the stock. You're gonna give me crap for that, but the shellac was getting in my fingernails every time I shot it, so I had to do it. This is my gun. I want to shoot it. I want to be comfortable. This isn't something I'm storing, clearly. Now, if you're gonna buy one of these, I always like to try and make them matching. This one's a forced match. You look here on your bolt, you got a serial there, serial here, serial back on the buttstock, and a serial down on your magazine latch. Now this is where it's forced matched. I can see something's got a line through it. The number is there, but it was on something else previously. This one's a 1933 Izzy. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that. Isavik, whatever. This gun shoots a comparable round to 30-06 and 308. It falls somewhere in between there, ballistic wise. Now, mine came with an oil can and this magazine pouch. Some may come with a sling, some may come with these stripper clips. Mine didn't. I bought these stripper clips and I do have a sling on the way. One thing I forgot to bring out with me is it came with a couple tools. One, to make sure you have the proper depth for your firing pin, and some cleaning attachments for your cleaning rod. So yeah, I did buy a cushion for the rear of the buttstock because this is a pretty big round and I don't like the feel of a metal plate digging in my shoulder. It wasn't that bad, but I thought this was 10 bucks, why not? This slips on pretty easy. It's a nice fit. It's not perfect. You can see here there's a little bubble there, but I mean, it was cheap. This is a Allen made and size small. Definitely does the job. Man, I wish this snow had lit up. Well, yeah, this pouch can hold 6 stripper clips in at a time. Very nice. What can I say about this? It's got basic sights just like the SKS. The rear leaf, front post. These come in all sorts of different variants. There's Finish M39s and I can't even name them all, but this is just your basic common 9130 Mosin Nagant, Russian made. Yeah, well, let's go shoot her. See what you can do. Let's get going here. I found some targets, pot that somebody abandoned, old hard hat that I had laying in my truck, 2-liter and a 600 ml pop bottle. We're gonna see what I can do. I'm about 50 yards back. I don't think I mentioned this shoots 7.62 54 rimmed cartridge. It's a unique cartridge. It has a rim, hence the name, which can actually give you a thing called rim lock if you don't lay them in correctly. I've experienced it a couple times. Hopefully we don't get that today. These are on stripper clips. I find these ones a little trickier than the SKS stripper clips. You want to grab the top bullet, angle it down, and then kind of feed them in like that. That's how I found they go down best. Okay, what should we go for here? Start with a 2-liter. See if we can hit that from back here. These are just iron sights, remember. Yeah, we got her. Let's try that pot that we found. Yeah, that's pretty dead on. I've never messed with the sights on this gun, but it's always seemed all right. Let's try that little 600 mil. Yeah. So one thing with these, I find the bolt, if you're used to a modern gun, this gives you a tougher time. You really got to smack it open, smack it shut. It's not a modern rifle, but for 150 for a rounded receiver, or 200, 220 for a hex, it's still a pretty cheap, good hunting rifle. It's usable in today's times as well. Let's put a couple on that hard hat. Can't tell if that hit. Again, can't tell. All right, one clip down. Yeah, the snow's turned into an icy rain now. Okay, let's put some on that pot again. I can actually see that. Yeah, looks like it's grouping all right. That one's way off. It's a good gun. I mean, if you don't have one, I would recommend picking one up for sure. You never know when prices will go up and things will disappear. There is aftermarket accessories for these as well, if you wanted to really modernize it. Me, I don't see myself doing that to this gun, but it is out there as an option. If you were looking into it, you could build yourself a more modern style one. Don't know what it'd work out to price-wise in the end, but glasses are fogging up here. Okay, let's go ahead and try and do some damage to that hard hat. It's a heavy gun, this gun. Another thing I forgot to show you earlier was it of course comes with a bayonet, and mine is number matching as well. I heard that can be harder to find, but the bayonet on this thing is a huge force blood grooved spike bayonet. It's a pretty mean looking thing once that's on, but this gun's heavy enough without it. I don't see myself really utilizing that too much. Ah, we got rim lock here. So when this happens, you got to push down, push forward, then you're good to go. It's a smooth action forward and back, but it's the whole cocking the bolt is what gives you a problem. You're noticing that I'm dropping every time to get a new round in the chamber. With modern rifles, you can just stay up with ease, but it looks easy here. That's because it's already cocked. Oh, looks like we lost a round off this. clip. Yeah, I got a lot of guns to clean when I get home tonight. This again is corrosive ammo I'm firing, so you don't want to let this sit in your gun after firing. It's cheap, but it comes with the responsibility of cleaning it right after you're done. It's a workout with this gun. It's a heavy monster. I can feel she's getting pretty warm. Well, let's do one more. What else? Yeah, I really wasn't prepared for the shootout today. I kind of woke up and sprung it. Weather wasn't too good and I didn't bring enough targets, but next time we'll be a little more prepared. I think next gun I'll bring out and show you guys is my Tikka T3X and 30-06. That's a modern rifle and that's a beauty. Really want to punch that hard hat and see what I've done to it. Ugh, this ammo is getting pretty dirty in there. You know what? I got one more loaded up. Let's finish with that. Some more in that pot. Oh, she fell over now. Must have nicked the bottom. Okay, finish up the hard hat then. The trigger's actually not too bad on this gun. It's just too heavy. Like I'm getting tired holding this up and bringing her up and down. Well, that's it. Another good gun. Recommend her if you don't have one. That hard hat ate up those holes pretty tight. I was expecting a bigger shatter, but it goes to show you these things are made with some strength. Out the rear, still held up pretty tight. See on that pan, those holes are way bigger than they were on the hard hat.